Hello everyone, my name is Chuck Cola. In today's American Truck Simulator video, I will be reviewing the Peterbilt 389 CX-11 car hauler by Virtual Blades Customs. Now, the thing about this truck is you can purchase it from their sell-fi for $35, which is a pretty good price. But for commercial purposes, I actually can't post a link directly here. However, I can post a link to their Facebook page, and you can get the sell-fi link from there. Anywho, getting started. You want to go to your nearest Peterbilt dealer. I accidentally clicked buy online. I did not want to buy online. Now, the thing about this truck is you can start with any 389. It doesn't really matter because it's all built off of the SCS chassis. So what you want to do is go into your chassis file, select the CX-11, and then select the CX-11 under cabin. Now, the thing about this truck is because it's built off of the 389, everything that's available that customizes everything that's stock to the 389. And I know what you're thinking is just like, well, what if you want to have a whole bunch of custom stuff? Well, you can, and that's what I think is really great about what they did with this truck, is the fact that as long as you have an accessory pack that's for the 389, it will work with the CX-11 as long as those parts are not cabin specific. So stuff like your bumpers, your grills, your filters and visors, those can all be customized with accessory packs for the 389. But you don't have to worry that much about it because they do plan on adding a whole lot more customization in the future. And that's something that I actually want to bring to my attention. For people who are like, oh, well, I don't like it that mods cost money, I'm gonna buy this so I can leak it and do all this other stuff, release it to the public, all that nonsensical bullshit. Listen to me and listen to me right now. There are two versions of this truck. There is the version that is set for public release, and then there is the pre-order version, which is specific to every user that got one. The thing is if you leak the public version, Virtual Blades has already made a statement saying that they will not make any more free updates for the public version of this truck. Think about that. You will essentially ruin it for everyone else because of your own self-righteous mentality. But everyone like myself who has a serial number special version of this truck will continue to receive free updates, but everyone else will not. So that's just something to know. Please don't leak this truck. All you're doing is ruining it for everyone else. And the more so reason for doing that is because this truck has a locked rare file. So even if you do leak it, it can't be updated anymore because you're not going to have the password in order to actually move files and place files into here. You won't be able to edit anything. And Virtual Blades has already stated that they do plan on adding more details, more updates, more customization for this truck. So please, please, please do not leak this truck. If you feel like it's not worth $35 right now, don't buy it right now. Just wait off until, they get to the second version patch of this truck or something. But just don't leak it. Don't be that guy. No one likes being that guy. But anywho, going back into the customization aspect, what you get specifically with this truck is the marker section. Now with the marker section, you got a couple options. One just being the tape, then one being only lights, and one being tape and lights. Now, what's cool about this truck is it comes with a Borman LED pack. So as you see, I can just put a bunch of cyan lights on this just cause. And the way that this truck is designed is these lights are not necessarily like the brightest, super spectacular lights that you would expect, but these lights are, I want to say, fair enough. Like, they're good enough where even low-end PCs can still deck this truck out with lights and still run without issue. But this is basically what you get. What you get is what you get. Unless you're capable of finding accessory packs that are compatible with the truck. Now moving on to the trailer, it's pretty much the same thing. You'd go into your trailer dealer, your CX-11, and you can customize it, and it's the same thing. You just change frame color, you can change your wheels, and the same thing with the markers. You got the three options. You got just tape, just lights, or lights and tape, and it's the same thing. It's compatible with a bunch of different light colors that you get with the Borman LED pack, and that's still pretty good. Now, one thing that I need to mention beforehand with the truck, and that's like the unfortunate thing with this truck. As of right now, it's the only thing that's really bad with the truck, and I don't think it's something that can be changed either. And that's for the load itself. The way that the game does it is you can only get loads for the trailer. Like, the game does not register being able to put loads on a tractor. So unfortunately, you're gonna have to put the cars on the truck yourself. It's just the same three cars, but at the same time, it's just like it's a couple different color options for these cars. It's not really that big of a deal, but maybe it's something that can be worked out in the future. But the way that SCS has the game designed, I don't think this is something that's ever actually going to be changed. So for the time being, you're either rolling with cars always on your cab or rolling with cars not on the cab, and whenever you want to switch back, you're always going to have to come into a dealer and either remove them or switch colors or whatever, but it's what we get is what we get. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to switch to my version of the truck, and I will meet you outside of the headquarters. Alright, we are now outside. I have my own specific version of the CX-11. Now, as far as performance is concerned, this truck handles just like any sort of, basically the same way you would expect any other truck would. The physics on this are not changed at all, so don't expect it to act wonky. The trailer doesn't act wonky. There's no bottom collision, so you don't have to worry about going over bumps or getting stuck on railroad crossings. That has already been sort of dealt with. It's the same thing with the low boys in the game. It just clips through the ground. Now, picking up loads for this is the same way you would for any owned trailer. You would go into your cargo market and you would check to see what's available. So if I don't drive in the market and I just pull up the map real fast, see in the cargo market I got a bunch of cars. Now the thing about the cars load is each car's load is the same, so you don't have to worry about, oh well, what if I want different cars? Well, no, you don't have to worry about that because it's only one as of right now. So if I just grab one, I'm not actually going to do a job. I'm going to skip the loading for this too. Just so you guys can see it. There we go. And these are what the cars look like. I'm gonna go on the free cam and look at it. Now, the overall detail on this truck is actually pretty good in terms of everything that you have. You can zoom in, you got nice textures on the plates. The cars themselves are pretty good. Some of these cars have interiors, well, they're all low detail interiors, but they're still pretty good interiors. Some of these cars are modeled off the street. Some of them, like these, are custom models that Virtual Blade did themselves. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this truck. I highly recommend it, especially with free updates. For example, like I stated before, they do plan on adding accessory packs for this truck. Now my version is different because I've already edited mine to be compatible with some other accessory packs that I built myself. And of course, they said that they were going to add some hydraulic boxes here, fill in that gap because they don't like it. They're also going to add more details to the truck itself, like the binders that are usually at the ends of the ramps. So you're going to be doing that. there's a whole lot that they have planned for this truck that I would say absolutely makes this gorgeous truck worth the $35, especially with everything that they have planned for the future with this truck. So again, if you don't think something like this is worth $35 now, please just don't buy it. Don't don't just buy it and then complain about how you wasted your money because it wasn't enough. As of right now, this is what you get. Obviously not my version, because my version is a completely custom one, but the bone stock version that I showcased earlier this morning is really all you're going to get for now. As long as this truck is not leaked, they will continue to provide free updates for the public version of this truck. But do I think it's worth it? Yes, I do. I think this is a very nice truck. It's a beautiful truck. It's very detailed, and I can't wait for any sort of updates in which they plan on doing in the future. But other than that, thank you guys for watching.